In history throughout time, change is constantly being put into place. As years go by, we find ourselves doing new things, making new memories, and the changes in history of the human race. As the universe grows, we find ourselves drifting into new problems all around the world and being the brilliant organisms we are, and how we make changes for the good of society. Those we grow up with and those who are treated unfairly have been a piece in history for its cruel ways, and for us as the human population must force action for their freedoms. Social movements all across the world have superior impacts on how we live. In this speech, I will be talking about the effects and the changes the criminal justice reform has and can make for the history we create, after gathering evidence from former President Barack Obama. In the larger or political context of the world, roughly 2.2 million people are behind bars. In the United States, representing over 5% of the American population. The system we know it as today is corrupt and filled with racial disparities, and put many individuals at a disadvantage just because of how they look and how they are stereotyped. Throughout history, our criminal justice system is completing the same cycle it always works, end quote. Former President Barack Obama believes that the criminal justice system is not smart and should focus on getting criminals who want to make a difference back in society. The rhetoric preset Obama wants us to break out of the regular cycle and for U.S. citizens to make a breakthrough in the systems that have a negative effect on society. In society, there should be a second chance for those who are sentenced into some criminal record due to these inmates are already going to be eventually released, and over 70 million American citizens have a record. And all this does is just hurts the economy, which makes personal lives harder as they go. The stated goal in the speech is to show that we have an ongoing problem, arresting those over and over again, damaging the economy and hurting society. President Obama brings a former criminal to use to show that she was given a second chance, and all she did was turn her life around and make the world a better place. His thesis is to break away from constant repeating cycles that have negative impacts on society and hope for a better America to call home. President Obama supports this speech by providing examples of hope and change, from previous inmates connecting with officials, prisoners, and even small business owners. He supports this claim by stating that if we were given a second chance, it clears up space in our overcrowded system and provide a huge positive impact to the economy of the United States. He also defends a counter-argument regarding ignoring if someone has a criminal record. He believes that we should not put it away and we should focus that they do have it, but we should not close the door on them. President Obama uses emotional stories and a smile and talks of joyful stories in order to bring the audience together to keep them engaged. The speech is very important because from a historical perspective, in old America, we seem like as a very segregated country where we don't really get along and everyone's separated by systems and just ways to push us apart from one another. So President Obama highlights that we need to break free from the recycling problem. This tells us that we have to have hope for others that can turn their lives around, and in order to become greater citizens so we can make the world a better place. This speech also shows the public disclosure. Even for me, for instance, I grew a lot stronger to connecting to the world and being a better individual so we can break systems and make the world function more properly. I also gathered a better understanding of the corrupt systems, like how they portray imminent inmates or criminals as just being bad, when really we should be like Hannah Montana. Everyone make mistakes, so we should go back on page. After reviewing the speech, I believe a couple main ideas are giving people second chances, as well as our job as Americans to break through the system and change the way the world works for the greater. I believe another main idea is helping others can eventually help ourselves. If the economy increases, makes all of our lives easier and better, more wealthy. If there's one last thing to say, I believe if we make a breakthrough and change society from what we once knew, there is hope in our future, and not only can we make America a better place, but the whole world. If this was to happen, I believe that we would see more smiles and more joy from everyone, and thank you.